It's like, oh, like, you're from Spain. I'm from Spain.
Oh!
We play game! So we're starting out on Dreamland, and honestly, it's milquetoast. I think it's a solid stage. I'm not against it. Sheik is gonna fight for a triplat anytime they have a chance. The question was which one. I love Soonsay Preeminent stance. You have like Soonsay just like statue. Absolute statue. And Preeminent is inside the TV right now.
Yes, completely learned. It's kind of funny because like Soonsay, it looks like they're level, but Preeminent's actually like back, like positioned further back from Soonsay.
Yeah.
And is like lurching forward, like head completely down.
They're about to punch the TV. They're
super locked in.
They're gonna split that TV in half with their mind.
100%.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was Chem down there.
Yeah.
How you doing, Chem? Like, oh my goodness. I love watching Chem play. We mentioned them a little bit earlier when we were talking about Cardo. They are good friends.
Yes. He's a part of that crew with like Miranda, Brandon being Panda, but Panda, Crudo,
Josh, man. Yeah.
And we don't really get to see him travel like as much to the south. Like I feel like he travels most of the East Coast events.
I mean, it's just a lot easier, right?
Yeah, and he's just like, I feel like one of Melee's most underrated Foxes right now, in which like he's been top 30 the last several years, has multiple top 10 wins at this point. The only thing really separating him from the rest of like the top 20 is that he has never top 8 in a major, but he's gotten close several times.
No, for sure. And honestly, like, it's gonna be kind of weird to say, like, my introduction to really like noticing Chem as a player was through like watching Crudo and Chem play doubles. I want to say it was it Smash Bros? No, what tournament was that? That might have been tipped off.
It might have been tipped off. Actually, no, but he would have entered with Panda tipped off.
There was one of those like Florida/Georgia tournaments where like Panda couldn't go for whatever reason, and like they teamed with Chem.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, so you can cheat on your Fox friend? Okay.
You can sometimes.
Cheat. Sometimes, you know, they won't let you get away with it always.
But I mean, Chem is really good. We just saw him take game 1 off of Preeminent Soonsay. I saw the seeding for this, and I saw that Preeminent Soonsay were under JCAM Chem, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, they're both pretty good, but that seems, you know, 2 top 50 players versus a top 30 and a non-top 100. But JCAM and Chem are kind of cooking right now.
I mean, you mentioned it before. JCAM is just really solid. Because JCAM used to come with a crew sometimes to to Florida for like regionals and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who was in that crew or anything about?
It was
like
JCAM. Who else? God, this was like in 2019. My memory is so fogged.
What region?
CFL. They would come to CFL like SmackDown. They come to SmackDown. I'm trying to remember.
What, are they from Florida? Or
No,
is it like
no. They would just make trips. Like they were just like we would have like a regional
Kana
like,
and XL0?
we would have like a regional like Unrivaled, and sometimes they would pull up.
Okay.
Like and they would just go to the regional and then SmackDown.
Okay.
Yeah. God, I'm gonna lose my mind over this. Doesn't matter.
We'll figure it out.
Doesn't matter. All I'm gonna say is these players are sick.
Oh, they are.
So, just so that everyone's on the same page, we have JCAM and Chem on Fox, Sheik. Fox being Chem, JCAM being on the Sheik.
Yep.
And then you have Soonsay, Preeminent, Blue Foxes. I don't know which one's which. Probably the one that says...
The one that says Chris is Preeminent. I have no idea what the Chris tag means, and I probably should ask him about it, but the Chris is Preeminent.
Fair enough. Well, now we know. And honestly, they're really cleaning up this game. They picked Pokemon Sam most likely banning Yoshi's Story. Or no, they might have actually just banned Dreamland. Who knows? Either way, this is definitely... Fox loves this stage. We're going to kill off the top super early. We're going to have a great time. And I don't want to hear anyone complain about it, okay? We have the transformations. The windmill is sick.
What are your thoughts on the transformations just in general? Like,
so here's the thing, right? I think Melee is one of the coolest games ever, right?
Okay. I think a lot of people in this room, like 200-ish, would agree.
You know, I think that, and going further into that statement, I think that transformations, while incredibly frustrating as a competitive player, is also one of the unique illustrations about adaptability inside of this game, just like through movement alone.
How so?
Like, so for example, like with windmill, like we just had, there's a lot of situations where if you know how to like wave land on top of like vertical, like almost vertical windmill, you can catch like up tilt and up smash situations like and kill people super early, right? But that is like a super awkward landing that you have to make on like the almost vertical windmill stuff. Tree has some weird stuff with like platforms that you have to know you're like spacing on everything. Like there's a bunch of awareness there. And then I don't like rock stage. I'm not gonna defend rock stage.
You don't like the rock stage?
I hate that like your choices are either have like a mosh pit or like to play like hide and go seek for a little bit.
Yeah, that checks out. I think it's also just like the idea that you can't really practice as much on it in comparison to the other stage, and it's not like as efficient to practice on it.
I think the big thing is efficiency as well. I think that like, why would I as a team practice like comboing on tree transformation when I could literally do anything else with my team?
Let alone a team, like even a single player. Like there's not a lot of people who just practice the transformations. So, oh, double back here, and the Foxes are on the board.
Oh yeah, and honestly, if you were noticing, almost every kill came off the top. It's one of those where like up smash is gonna just rip through people left and right on Pokemon. Doesn't matter if you're playing clean or not.
Yeah, the blast zone on the ceiling, very, very low to the ground. So,
where are you going here? I feel like I just want to go like Dreamland here.
I think Battlefield.
Oh yeah, we already were Dreamland. That was our game 1.
Yeah, we can't go to Dreamland again. It could be Yoshi's, it could be Battlefield. No way in hell they're going FD. That's suicide.
Okay, so they banned Battlefield, so we're going to Yoshi's.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's a smaller stage, which makes it a little bit more difficult for Sheik to kind of get the aerial space and start setting up
we're
for
in
the
the
back
up
airs.
smash vortex. Oh
Yeah.
God. They were just in the like, oh, you're in between the two foxes. Okay, well, enjoy this this kick to your face.
True.
Oh, Chem was going for a really gross shine there. I wasn't able to catch it, unfortunately. Tram to get in the cleanup there on Chem. So you asked me my thoughts of transformations. How do you feel about Shy Guys?
I think that the Shy Guy ecosystem is very important towards Yoshi's and its uniqueness compared to the other stages. I think it's really funny that you can send out a projectile, and if a Shy Guy is just there, your projectile misses. There they are. Look at them go.
They're living their best life. They're just like, honestly, it's like being in the splash zone at like a SeaWorld.
Dorney Park, SeaWorld, any of the water parks.
You get to touch the Stingray.
You've touched a Stingray before?
Yeah, they're smooth.
That sounds fun.
It's one of those where like if you go to a place like the zoo or Gatorland, like they'll just be like, if they have a tank, like it's not like every single one has it. Like they'll have like a tank that's like open, and they're like, yeah, you can like put your hand in and you can like feel up the Stingray.
That's fun. I've swam with dolphins before and I've touched a sea urchin. Never a Stingray.
I don't like sea urchins.
Not a fan of sea urchins?
Well, they are like one of my big fears of the beach in general, where it's just like, if I can't see the water, I'm just like in constant fear of stepping on something sharp.
Yeah, that checks out.
It's like less that I dislike sea urchins and more that because they exist, I have more fear.
Have you ever eaten a sea urchin?
Yes.
It's pretty good, like booty.
Another food that I love is conch fritters. Oh my God, the Bahamas. Shout outs to you.
I haven't been to the Bahamas in ages. What's a conch fritter?
It's conch, right?
Conch fritter.
Yeah. You take out the conch, like from inside like the shell, right? You fry it up. And it's a very unique texture. It's very chewy, but they taste awesome.
That sounds really good.
You normally just want to get them while you're down there, because the thing is, it's like a lot of seafood just is directly correlated with how good it is to how fresh it is.
Yes, I'll 100% agree with that. I'm sorry, I'm just so locked into this game right now. This literally down to the wire.
Chem finding a sneaky back air there on on Soonsay, and now he has to fight a 2v1 versus
two of himself.
Oh God. The one thing that's really fun though about like whenever it's just like foxes on the screen is that literally they could die at any moment.
Just like that.
Sometimes you just get grabbed though. You get grabbed and you're just like, I'll let you go.
It is what it is.
I love how one of the weirdest adaptions, which it makes sense, is that a lot of the time in doubles, you used to just throw them a certain way and then your teammate would follow up. And now everyone's on the same page, it feels, where it's just like, why are we doing all this? Like, they could DI a certain way. Like, you may not do the throw I'm thinking of. And now they're like, we're just grab releasing. We're just grab releasing. It's the best.
The meta evolves.
Because, like, you remember what I'm talking about. Like, it used to be, like, in, like, 2018, 2019. Like, if you had your partner, like, you had someone grabbed and your partner was, like, lying, it was like, cool, catch.